Racing, Cool Gypsy stepped okay. Cherie out well, and so is Buzziez around the outside, and Found My Berries is pushing forward too, and between runners there to the bank going forward. Back in the field here, we've got Getting Badly Checked was Homebush Dobby, so unbelievable. Cool Gypsy is back as well as they swing the corner. Buzziez, Found My Berries over the top. Buzziez, Found My Berries. It's a bob of the head, and I'm not sure. Found My Berries or Buzziez to the bank was third. Cherie was fourth. So unbelievable next. Don't think I had it in the call. Followed back by Cool Gypsy, was in a wee bit of trouble. Cut Steep was a good way back from them too. With Homebush Dobby, if I haven't called it, it was in trouble across the top. Wouldn't like to call it Buzziez or Found My Berries, one or t'other. And it's just a case of the bob. If I had to go one, I'd probably swing the 7. Racing, Magic Whitelock was second last away. Very slow to go was Alamein Goldie. Skeleton Witches got out to the front. This favourite's in big trouble. It's gone back to last. So Skeleton Witches in front. Gummy Gumster's headed to the outside fence. Coming underneath it would have been Davy Boy Scott. Working Poppy trying to make some ground too. Further back to Hide the Socks. Princely Count. Skeleton Witches in easily. Working Poppy second. Gummy Gumster third. Next across them was Davy Boy Scott. Magic Whitelock, bookie's favourite right there. Back to Princely Count. With Hide the Socks well back in the field there, we had Alamein Goldie, who blundered the start badly. Skeleton Witch wins for Alicia Spate. Working Poppy holds second ahead of Gummy Gumster, and Davy Boy Scott home in fourth spot. And racing, Tari Zar bound straight to the lead. Good Time Alana's out quite nicely too, and Homebush Narc going forward. They've gapped the others here going to... Oh no, there's one up there, and that was Pixie Dust, and she's been badly checked, and the field's been scattered. Tari Zar's in front by a mile. Running second's Homebush Narc. Sniff of Brandy's been left third. Miles back the others there, headed by Homebush Celia, and further back Good Time Alana and Pixie Dust. In easily Tari Zar. Onto the lure very quickly. Second over there was Homebush Narc. Sniff of Brandy third. They're coming in intervals here. Big margins. I think the fourth one home there would have been Homebush Celia, followed by Pixie Dust and Good Time Alana, Princess Novak, Good Time Money. Rough race that. Favourite wins it, Tari Zar, 17.57, so she's got a bit of hoof. 10.64 run home. It's a very good maiden time. Track appears quicker tonight. Racing, wee bit slow to go. Now he finds his way into the clear, and he bolts to the lead alongside of Arcane Rampage, and the Kennelmates go shoulder to shoulder around the first bend. Lagoon Mac takes up the lead from Arcane Rampage. Moving to third was Alamein Jude. 3 links back to Infernal Majesty. They'll be followed then by Meg's Me Mum working into the race. Further back to Little Prophet. Back with that was Susan Jewel, and last of all is Homebush Magic. Across the side they come. It's Lagoon Mac in front. Arcane Sabre ranges up to have another crack. Further back to Alamein Jude. Back behind them then to Meg's Me Mum. Arcane Sabre rushes on by Lagoon Mac. Arcane Sabre, Lagoon Mac. Alamein Jude, a bold debut for third. Then Meg's Me Mum and Improver's Run. Susan Jewel was next. Then Infernal Majesty. Little Prophet never in the hunt tonight. And Homebush Magic last. Quinella for Matt Roberts. Arcane Sabre over the top of Lagoon Mac in a 30.27. That's a tidy gallop. Run home of 11.71. 2, 4, 3. Nice run, Alamein Jude on debut. And then 7, Meg's Me Mum. 2 minutes out from Ipswich here, meeting code 19, race 2. Racing, Spring Major out fairly, but best out Allegro Touch and goes hard and drives to the lead clearly here. Excessive Speeds holding up the rail around the outside. Fair Marina. Spring Major gets into its work now. Miss Raz's midfield. Icana's wide. Well back. Scott My Money Navajo Blue. Up to the corner comes Allegro Touch. Fair Marina tries hard the inside. Then Spring Major. Allegro Touch is in from Fair Marina. Spring Major. Miss Raz is fourth. Icana is fifth. Followed back and behind them then by Navajo Blue. And back towards the tail was Excessive Speed after a reasonable beginning and Scott My Money. Allegro Touch. Found her touch again tonight. It's clocked a 17.61, a smidgen faster than her debut run. And has won well. Nice run, Fair Marina. Into second. We've run home in 10.67 here. So a lead up of 6.94. Racing, Opawa Jackie hopped out okay with Opawa Dosh coming across quickly. K Rhodes on the bunny early there, and going forward too was Boston Mona. In between runners Homebush Spook around the first bend, followed back by Botany Cell working into the race. Speedy Feats missed the jump, second to last with Elamine Blonde last. Down the back goes Opawa Jackie. Homebush Spook chasing hard, and the outside Opawa Dosh. Botany Cell's getting dangerously close now. Further back to Speedy Feet, good way from them there. We've got Boston Motor, K Road up towards the corner they come. Opawa Jackie's kicking from Homebush Spook and Botany Cell driving hard. Opawa Jackie from Botany Cell, Homebush Spook. Tight thereafter, maybe Opawa Dosh just fourth, but in a photo there with Speedy Feet, who fought well after an early problem. Then K Road. Boston Mona was well back when they crossed with Elamine Blonde. Favourite wins here, Opawa Jackie, and she's dominated from the front. There are a few having a shot at her. She's clocked a 30.54 with a run home of 11.64. And it is 1.85. Racing, Grand Allegro slow. Willie Chitty gets out fast and Scott No Mates goes forward, and Grand Allegro is the rail there for it. Yes, it is. Scott No Mates trying to cross. Grand Allegro pushes hard the inside. Willie Good got checked for a stride, comes after them again. Further back in the race then to Miss Sarah. Indefinite Order back and behind these runners. Further back then to Homebush Dodger. Grand Allegro gets past Willie Chitty and wins. Grand Allegro wins. Willie Chitty, that was a bold run second. Checked at a crucial stage. Scott No Mates was third. Further back in the race then to Miss Sarah. Homebush Dodger back and behind those runners. Further back Indefinite Order, Tasha Rama, Tamari Style. Grand Allegro scores. Did dwell on those leading runners going to the first bend because the crucial thing was whether he could get under the two, and he did. He checked the two. The 7 nearly crossed him. Big, bold strides in the straight Grand Allegro. Set to jump and racing. War Boys stepped well and Banjo's Retreat was last away. Thrilling Ava showed up early and so did Suso Sox. Homebush Bounce trying to get across with Opawa Lachlan. What a wild ride into the first bend, and Homebush Bounce got to the lead. Can tell you badly checked was War Boys right back to last, the favourite. Homebush Bounce in front. Banjo's Retreats 2 lengths away and starts to drive. Miss Selfies is third. Outside of that, Opawa Lachlan. Further back to Suso Sox. Thrilling Ava. Well back Opawa Jen and the unfortunate War Boys up to the corner. Homebush Bounce is holding. Miss Selfies drives hard the inside. Banjo's Retreat battling Suso Sox late. Driving through and winning. Miss Selfies gets a long overdue win and scores. Homebush Bounce died on its run. Diving at that would have been Suso Sox to make second interesting. Banjo's Retreat out a wee bit wider on the piece. They'd be followed by Thrilling Ava wasn't far away. Further back on the race then we had Opawa Gem was well back, and so too when they crossed would have been War Boys. Miss Selfies doesn't win out of turn. Well, she's done it tonight. The last win in May. She's got there 31.10 on a track that's running fairly quick tonight. But it was that sort of race the way it turned out. Gee, there was a shambles at the first bend. Racing, Serena Rose, poor beginning and checked soon after, and she goes back to last, and it's a good line here. Homebush Fine trying to cross and might be able to. Homebush Fine crosses here from Runs for Gas, then Serve Your Purpose, Nominal Lily, Sunday Driver, Serena Rose gets past that, further back Do More, and Fijian Dandy. Homebush Fine about to be swallowed up, and Runs for Gas gets a win from in second. Homebush Fine tight there third. It's a three-way go here. Out wide on the track we had Serve Your Purpose. Serena Rose was right there too, and not too far away either was Sunday Driver, and they'd be followed back and behind those runners by Do More and Fijian Dandy. Runs for Gas gets an overdue win here, swallows up Homebush Fine in the straight. Racing, Greater Jack, slow to go. One of the best out here was Corborn Crazy. She's a humdinger out wide of Buster Boy going forward. Driving hard the inside now, the favourite Greater Jack. He will take up the lead, and I'll go back to the top. Greater Jack in front by a couple of lengths here. Running second was Corborn Crazy. No, Power Cuddles drives through the inside. Then She's a Humdinger. Out wider on the track to Buster Boy. Closer in there, we've got Opawa Halley, Homebush Ginger. And last of all is King Selection. Greater Jack's off for the prize. Big ruck for second, third and fourth though. Driving hard the inside, we've got She's a Humdinger out a bit wider. Opawa Cuddles to the line. Greater Jack wins from She's a Humdinger, Opawa Cuddles. Another great go here for the next lineup with Opawa Halley on the inside. Right with that was Corborn Crazy and Homebush Ginger out a little bit wider. And Corborn Crazy, I mentioned in the pack, the last one in was King Selection. Easy win, Greater Jack. You throw a blanket over the rest. 30-30, it's a solid time, particularly after a moderate beginning. Run home time 11:67 on the board at 1, 2, 4. Racing, Hanafi was last away, getting out quickly. There would have been Lagoon Fame and Nina Be Good, and going forward on the outside there would have been Homebush Peppy. Hanafi Ace recovers the inside. Coming with that would have been Joey Secret to get into the race. Further back in the race here we've got Fortis Memories, we've got Miss Grasshopper a long way back, and so too Homebush Flight. Hanafi Ace drives the lead from Lagoon Fame. Hanafi Ace impressive, Lagoon Fame second, Joey Secret to third, then Homebush Peppy followed across then by Fortis Memories, Nina Be Good, and the last pair were Homebush Flight and Miss Grasshopper. Last to first, Hanafi Ace, 17:54. The Coonamble form's good tonight at Hattrick Raceway. Racing, Homebush Tiare came out well. Corborn Midget's come out about third. Homebush Tiare from Waldo Baxter. Then Corborn Midget, and right there too would have been Alamein BD, and trying to get around the outside would have been Arizona Sky, and also trying to push through between runners would have been Cosmic Choice. Sam's Fla, Norma's back up they come. Homebush Tiare in a field of league of its own wins easily from Waldo Baxter. Sam's Fla, Norm got to third ahead then of Cosmic Choice, and they'd be followed back then by Zam Addis was never in the call. Back with that was Corborn Midget. Alamein BD got shuffled, and so too did Arizona Sky. Homebush Tiare takes the last number one, does make it a double for John McInerney tonight. Happy New Year there to lure driver Ray Udy. And the last he drove to victory with Homebush Tiare. What's he clocked tonight? When he runs, he 17:41.